Hello, this is Mike Perron, Super Indy Realtor, and you're watching Indy Doing.
Okay, yeah, see, it would really help to read. That's what schooling's for, because it's called Doing Indy. You're supposed to be a friend of mine.
I'm that guy.
Moron.
Yeah.
Let's start the show. Hi everybody and welcome to this episode of Doing Indy. I'm your host, Seth Hancock. We got an email from our good friend Mike Perron, which many of you may recall from last year's Living in Downtown Indy episode. And he said, Seth, you know, I live right in the heart of Fountain Square and I think you guys definitely have to do an episode from there. And we said, okay, Mikey, you're on. You've got to show us your Fountain Square. So Mikey, we're here. Thank you for inviting us, first of all.
Thanks for coming.
And you know, we love Fountain Square. We've been down here before, and this is what's great about this is the place that you're taking us right now, which is a fantastic pizza joint, and that's Gusto.
Well, we kind of discovered this together on my birthday. We came down here for First Friday. We're down on Mass Ave checking out First Friday, and we came down to Fountain Square, and this is where it was happening. Because what was nice was as soon as we walked into the Murphy building here, the pizza smell just completely permeated the air. Yeah. And we knew at some point during the course of the night we were going to have to stop and eat here. I think what most people would be surprised to know is just how artsy and how really eclectic this whole area is. I mean, not only the First Friday stuff in the GC, you know, the Murphy building here with the art, but it's just, you see, it's everywhere down here. Yeah, independent artists are actually choosing the Fountain Square area to move to. We've got the Wheeler Art Center just around the corner here, where artists actually live there. Upstairs in the Murphy Art Center, there's studios up there where people are actually living. And in the neighborhoods, you know, the residential. You know, it's growing. It's growing. We're turning into a major, you know, force to be reckoned with in the arts, area in the Midwest.
So as we've heard from Mikey P, one of his favorite places right here in Fountain Square is this place, Gusto. And I got to tell you, it's phenomenal pizza made by this guy right here. This is Tim Lutz, owner-operator. And Tim, first of all, what I love is the fact that it's your pizza company is Gusto Indy. And Indy is not just about Indianapolis, but it's kind of an independent state of mind too, right?
Absolutely. Being independent to me is very important. I've had the opportunity to work for several different corporations. I've been in and out of the mortgage business, in and out of the food business, and it's really kind of an honor to have my own business that's independent, and everything that we do, from our own homemade hand-rolled dough, homemade meatballs, homemade sauce, and as we go along and as we grow and evolve and progress, we're taking more culinary ownership of all of our items. We're going to remain independently owned and keep that mindset.
If I had to tell somebody who's coming down to Gusto what you start off your meal with when you come here, I would have to say you got to start off with a beer. Then you got to go with the cheese sticks, because the cheese sticks are just out of this world.
I agree.
And then my wife would say Greek pizza. I would say just any pizza.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. The Greek is probably my personal favorite, and of course, when I say that, I feel bad about leaving the Hawaiian pizza out, because that's also very good.
I got to tell you, if you guys, when you come down to Fountain Square and you're looking for a place to eat, you will not be disappointed with Gusto. And you know what? You guys hear me talk about restaurants and how great I love things, and it's because I like food. But I'm being completely honest and sincere when I tell you, if you don't like Gusto, Zach, my producer, camera guy, will actually give you your money back. Man, that pizza was absolutely phenomenal. I hope everyone watching comes down here and experiences Gusto, because you really do have something great going on here, Tim.
Well, I appreciate it. It was our pleasure, and I look forward to seeing everybody down.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
We got to check out the rest of Fountain Square. All right, thanks.
Good deal.
All right, Mikey, once again, Gusto did not disappoint. Fantastic pizza.
No, it was great, as always.
As always. But you know, one of the cool things is that there are so many other great restaurants right down here in Fountain Square, right?
There are, yes.
Like Dino's Vinos.
Dino's Vinos, Santorini Greek Kitchen.
Yeah.
What else? We've got Luxor up here. And can't always forget the diner at Fountain Square.
Well, diner at Fountain Square is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, I think one of the cool things about Fountain Square that people need to come and see too is just there's a great history here. I mean, and the Fountain Square Theater building, I guess, is one of those things that kind of kicks it off. I mean, it's been around since the early 1900s. It's got the diner. You know, it's got, what, duck pin bowling?
Duck pin bowling. You got the upstairs bar and dining in the summer. And then the diner, great milkshakes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Mike, yeah, I appreciate you telling me all about Fountain Square, but there's one place that I got to take you, and it's a place called Arthur's Music Store. I mean, it's been around since dirt. It's one of my favorite places in here in Fountain Square, and I think it's just something that you got to see.
Okay,
all right,
check it out.
You know, I love Arthur's Music Store. This place has been around for, well, you know, I can't tell you, but the owner, Linda, right here, she can tell you how long it's been around. I mean, it's been around for what, 50-something years?
56 years. Yeah.
And it's the original family.
It's the original family. We're working on the second and third generation now of the
Really?
family.
Okay, so like when you consider like, you know, these places like Guitar Center and Sam Ash, these huge conglomerates, how is it that some place like Arthur's Music has been able to sustain itself for what, the 56 years?
Being really stubborn, I think, is part of it, but we sell so many different things. We're not just a guitar store. We do pedal steels, and we do hammered dulcimers, and we do accordions and Native American flutes, and we have somebody in the store that either knows or plays all those, so that makes a difference too.
Mikey P, thank you so much for showing us Fountain Square. You know, I know we'll be back here during the course of the year because, I mean, we've just barely scratched the surface on what Fountain Square has to offer. But, dude, you took us to Gusto.
Greatest place down here.
Oh, my gosh, it's so good. And I think the viewers need to come down here and experience Gusto for yourself. I mean, you really do. It's a great place. But, I mean, really, Fountain Square in and of itself, it's beautiful, it's historic, it's growing, it's artistic, it's eclectic. We could just go on and on.
On and on.
Yep. So Mike is a man of many, many words, as you can tell. So I guess I'll just end it here. So for Doing Indy, I'm your host, Seth Hancock. And remember, in Indianapolis, it's always so easy to do so much.
You just have to get out there and do something.
At least you got that right.
Yeah.
See you guys next week.
Yeah, yeah. Happy birthday to you, Levi. You're 1 year old, but you have no idea what we're singing or saying or doing. You're just thinking about eating, pooping, and sleeping.
He will remember the Greek pizza.
He will remember the Greek pizza.